Welcome to Debt Kickin Sunday. I just took my hair out of curlers, so it hasn't really had time to be tamed.
Get the bounce and curl action.
So it's all over. Another Debt Kickin Sunday. Look at these questions, you guys. I don't know if we'll have the chance to get to everybody's. If we don't, please ask again. But we have wonderful. So we have so much
get to it.
Wonderfulness to work with. Okay, so first one, I just wanted to share 2 amazing tools I just discovered that might be really helpful for other visual people. Personally, I need to see charts and numbers constantly to feel motivated and know what my progress has been. I am just like you, and he is good at doing that for me. I found 2 apps that are awesome for tracking debt, snowball, and money envelopes. Okay, so if you type in Dave Ramsey in your app search, you'll find number 1, Debt Free, which tracks your debt snowball and breaks everything down for you. Awesome. Number 2, Budget, which you can input all of your envelope amounts, etc. to keep track of electronically.
Nice.
For those of you who are more electronic, that's wonderful. After moving some numbers around, we were able to calculate our extra plan payments and will be debt-free as soon as November 2016. Our original date was not until 2021 with minimum payments. Yikes. That's 5 years difference. We will also be saving around $900 on interest. I love it. So go check out those apps, you guys. I'm looking forward to checking them out too. And let us know what you think. Thanks for sharing. Completely agree. Doing a budget is so freeing and not a restriction. I couldn't live not doing monthly budgets in advance like you guys. That's like what keeps you motivated, right? Like keeps it right in front of your face. And
it's the monthly or 2-week motivation check is what that is.
You can do this. Yeah, you might have slipped up, but it's a fresh start and you can,
Plus you can always restart. If you slip, you can redo it.
Yes. There's a lot of t-shirt suggestions, which we loved reading. So thank you. All right. Hi, Josh and Christine. Greetings from Houston, Texas. I love your videos. You two have inspired my family to become financially free. I'll be starting my own YouTube channel soon to document our journey. Awesome.
Nice.
And connect with others who are on the same path as us. I have a personal question. If you are uncomfortable elaborating on it, then it's certainly okay. Would you mind elaborating on the time when you contemplated divorce? Finances are such a huge issue in a marriage, and honestly, there have been times in the past where I've entertained the idea of divorce and my husband and I just wouldn't get on the same page. Josh, what really pushed you to change your views? Christine, how did you hang in there and cope with Josh's I deserve it behavior? Laugh out loud. Sorry, Josh. I didn't know how else to describe it. Once again, I love your videos and thank you for all the hard work you do. Whitney from Our Frugal Family Life. So go tell Whitney hi when she starts her channel.
So what pushed me to change my views?
This is a deep question.
That's a deep question, man.
But we're happy to share because some of you might be in the same situation feeling the same things.
Well, my deal was I just needed to get over it's not me. I had a lot of pride in thinking that I make the money, I can get what I want, I deserve what I want, no matter if we're broke and out on the street, I get what I want. And once I realized that it's not about me, it's about the family and other things, and I started putting the family first and putting my needs second, it was very clear on how bad it was and what I needed to do to fix that.
Yeah.
And so once I started putting the family first and take the selfishness, take the pride away, it was easy to get on the same page and it was easy to fix things.
And I really believed, as a wife, I believed he could be there. Like, really, it came down to, and I remember telling him this question, do you want your truck more than you want your family? We were in that bad of a situation. And I just left it, I let him answer it, and it was very awkward, and do you remember me asking that? Mm-hmm. And there was a lot of silence. But it gave him time to think. He needed to come to his own conclusions because I was like a barking dog. I was constantly just at him. Like, how could you lose your family? My words were not very loving towards him, and I do regret how I handled that. But I just kept praying, and my relationship with God grew a lot during that time because I didn't have anywhere else to go. Like, it was, my options were very limited. And I truly began to believe that Christ could get us through the situation, and he did. And it was. I don't really regret going through that because it shaped us and helped us to become the people that we are today. Helped our marriage to be as good as it is, and to have Tennessee. So that was something we had to go to.
And selling everything. It was very freeing.
Yeah.
It was a very fresh start. by selling everything.
And
Because I got rid of all those things that I guess defined me at that time. And once I got rid of all those things, I'm just like, well, I'm just like everybody else now. So let's do this and let's make it happen.
And divorce is the easy way.
Yeah.
You are taking the easy way out when you choose divorce. And you're taking your whole family down with you when you make that choice. And I think also a good motivator, all of our parents are divorced, all 4 of them. And our determination was to not that they're bad people, but we did not want the brokenness that we grew up with. So that was our motivating factor. We wanted better for our family, for our kids. So, okay. Thanks so much for answering my question and for calling me a smart cookie, because you are. Made my envelopes last night from the templates, so
nice.
Cute. Talked to my insurance agent, got all 3 cards on monthly payments, and have envelopes for them. Good girl. Also made envelopes for the registrations too. I'm really into couponing, so my savings each week will go towards my baby step 1.
Nice.
Love you guys and thank you so much.
Love you.
We love you too. Good for you. Our October budget is done.
Sweet.
We have weekly budget meetings because of weekly paychecks. I have locked up my debit card because I keep treating it like a credit card. I do that too, and I need at times to say, put it in the safe. Go put it someplace else where I can't touch it. I love watching your channel for motivation. Thank you for all you do. You are welcome. Hi guys, I asked a few questions in the past for some tips, but this time I have a serious question. I've been trying really hard to figure out and watch other YouTube videos and ask questions, but I still can't figure it out. Okay, we'll do our best. So my husband gets paid weekly on Fridays, which I just can't do my budget every week, dividing all the expenses into 4. So I've been dividing big payments like our house into 4 and save from each paycheck and pay other smaller bills in full with the rest of the money. Since we don't get paid end of the month or first of the month, I need to figure out our budget from first payday till last payday, right? Otherwise there is a gap from the first till the first Friday, then we have no money, Sorry, I'm confused and can't even explain this better. Laugh out loud. So if you can help me and tell me what you would do if you were to get paid every Friday and how you would budget, I would really appreciate it. Should I do my budget every 2 weeks? Thank you so much.
So what I would do is I had a job that I got paid every week, and what we did at that time was, I understand exactly what you're saying. You never have enough money to really pay everything in full because you're getting paid these little small paychecks. So what we did is I called all the utility companies. I called every bill person we owed, and I said, look, here's how my paydays fall. It would be awesome if I could move my cell phone bill from the 20th to the 1st, or the 20th to the 25th, and move the power bill to the 25th, and move this to the 25th. So I sat down and I figured out what 2 parts of the month to move everything. That way I would have at least 2 checks instead of 1 check to pay this huge lump. Like 2 checks would cover the mortgage, and then the other 2 checks would cover the rest of the bills for the month. So I called all the utility companies and everybody, and I asked them, I just told them, you know, like I said, can I move them? They had no problems at all. Every one of them agreed and said, absolutely, we understand. We'll move your cell phone bill from the 18th to the 25th, and it was all happy.
It might change your amounts for that
one cycle
transition.
might be prorated a little bit because you're adding a couple extra days or whatever. But that way you can do your budget twice a month. That way you can have at least 2 checks to pay this chunk and 2 checks to pay this chunk.
And then you're just not tempted to spend. Don't be tempted to spend out of your weekly paychecks just because you have them. Just set them aside where you won't even think about them. And then simplify and do your budget every 2 weeks. That'd drive me crazy too. I don't blame you. That would be confusing. So hopefully this helps. Let us know. Did we clear this up?
Hope so.
I hope so, because I don't want you to be frustrated anymore. Hi, you kids. We are so impressed by all that you have learned and put to use while you are still in your youth. We're in our youth. That feels so good to hear.
We're youngins.
I don't feel like I'm in my youth most days. With chasing 3 girls. Anyway, my husband and I take an FPU and love the classes, though we're discouraged because all the retirement advice addressed those younger than us. He being retirement age and me being, well, youngerish, had such bad advice as early weds that we had not planned well. When major life events, not spending, made gaping holes in the budget, we were undone. Believe me, even 3 to 6 months is not enough when you must unretire and take a new job just to pay for health insurance. What would Dave say to those who are 60-something and don't have a big retirement stash of cash?
Dave's thing on retirement, he always says, is if you're still sucking wind, there's still time.
It's never too late.
It's never too late.
Don't give up hope.
It just means you might have to work a few more years, but it's
But
never
you still
too
have
late.
a plan.
Yeah.
That's okay. It's better We know people your age that have gone through life and have no intentions of having a plan. I don't know what they're
Their
thinking.
goal is to work till they die.
Yeah.
Because they just spend and don't save.
So today is your day that you do it differently. And not only, it's never too late because you have generations under you that are going to learn from you, that are still watching, and to see how mom and dad did it or aunt and uncle did it. And that's advice that will carry on through generations. So don't think it's too late, okay? They are watching. I love hearing the little nuggets about your journey and what led you to get your finances under control. I've heard you mention a shopping addiction and being on the road towards divorce, and it's really powerful to see you guys on this side of it and how well you're doing. Do you have a video where you talk about those struggles and how you got through it? If not, would you consider making one? I think it would really resonate with a lot of people and be very inspiring. That's a good idea. I think I have our story, but it was shot a couple years ago.
That was probably over a couple different videos.
Yeah, I think I did our story, our testimony video. Maybe search our testimony in our videos. But our testimonies kept going. So since then, that would be a really good to talk about our path, because a lot of you are new and you haven't. Some have been on with us from the very beginning 3 years ago. This week we celebrate our 3-year anniversary on YouTube. Yes. Happy anniversary. I love it.
We should have a shirt for that.
A 3-year shirt.
Just joking.
That would be fun. Or maybe we'll save it for a big 5-year shirt.
There you go.
That's what we'll do. I just wanted to let you know that in 2 weeks we will have our baby step 1 done again.
Yeah.
I like it. We used it over the summer to get our van fixed. So now when we get the $1,000 built up again, my husband wants to get our other car fixed and running. If we do that, it will take another 5 to 6 weeks to build the $1,000 back up again. It would be nice to have both vehicles working again, but at the same time I want to start working on baby step 2. So what should we do? Bring on the tough love.
Well, I guess it all depends if you guys need 2 cars. If you need 2 cars, that's a no-brainer. We're a 2-car family. We absolutely have to have 2 cars running all the time. So if you need the 2 cars, then it's pretty simple. You need to have the 2 cars. But if you're a 1-car family, maybe the other car takes a back burner and you start doing your baby steps.
Yeah, if you can make it. This hits close to home. Our transmission is going out, and we learned that this week in our van. And it's been a tough road. So we really sympathize with the car issues, and if anyone out there is having the same, it's made us fall back. It's also given us the choice: do we go further into debt, which we've been debt free, or do we suck it up and make do? And we're definitely going to suck it up. We're not going to choose debt.
We're going to go with the riding lawnmower to work routine.
And Zoe, what did Zoe ask about? Are motorcycles dangerous, Mom?
Dad, you can just get a motorcycle.
A moped or a motorcycle. Yeah, honey, they're dangerous. My hubby and I just started budgeting this month, October. Does it make sense to start the cash envelope this month or beginning of the year? Your videos are great. Thank you for sharing your journey. It's motivation for us. That's good. It's never too late. Just start it now.
Start the cash envelopes whenever you can start the cash
Your next
envelopes.
budget.
Your next paycheck or whenever. But start it as soon as you can.
Yeah, your next paycheck. Work your envelopes into your budget. Now, when you first start envelopes, you're going to be behind because you kind of need 1 month ahead.
Well, you're going to be off too because you don't know how much to set aside. The envelopes take like 3 to 4 months to perfect.
Yes, so don't give up. It's not something that's real easy to incorporate, but it's something that's well worth it. So have patience. Maybe have a sale, a garage sale, or you sell some things to get your first month's envelopes or first 2 weeks envelopes funded so that you can switch your way of thinking from credit to cash. Mm-hmm. Hey guys, another great Kickin video. Just wondering about your comment about the training in Nashville. Have you been trained before, Christine? Thanks for helping out so many families, and I'm excited for your trip. Yes, I have been trained 2 years ago, almost. But since my training, they have redone the whole, they're calling it Financial Coach Master Series now. Not counselor training. So they have
rewritten the curriculum.
Rewritten it. And since I last took it, we've realized that we want this, God's calling us both to it. So we're a team. We're a team doing it. I don't know if Nashville's going to work, guys. We're praying about it. We're hoping. But we're not putting all of our eggs in one basket. It's a $6,000 bill to get us to Nashville. And that's big for our budget right now. So if we don't make it, we'll make the next one whenever it fits into our budget. But we're excited for it when that time does come.
Especially with the old van taking a dive over the weekend. That's going to chew up the budget.
It's changed our priorities, I guess, a little bit. But hopefully it will happen.
Mm-hmm.
We'll keep you guys posted. Hey there, Christine and Josh. I have a question and feel like a goof because I can't figure it out. I feel like a goof. Today I went to Costco with my grocery money in my wallet. Yay, no credit cards for me.
Sweet.
Afterwards, my 16-year-old daughter wanted to shop at Target on the way home to buy a couple of tops. Those teenagers, they get you every time. I didn't bring cash for this. Luckily, I had enough cash to buy her tops, but I can't remember if it was from my allowance. I just don't like the phrase blow money. Okay, you don't have to. Or something else. It was just in my wallet from the other day. How do you keep track of the cash in your wallet, and what do you do when you have an unexpected but budgeted expense when you're out? I love watching your vlogs. You're a wonderful family. Blessings, Sarah. Okay, Sarah, this is a teenage addressed thing to your daughter.
You're like taking up
Sorry,
I'm like,
I do that. I'm a sit in the middle kind of person and just, okay, so put her on the same budget that you were on. So budget, this is what I would do if she was mine, which I will be there with 3 of them. Figure out how much you spend on her a month. If it's $150 on makeup or going out to the movie with friends or coffee or clothes, give her that you could split it into every 2 weeks. Or you can give it to her once a month and say, honey, when the money is gone, it's gone. That way when you go out and go shopping, when you say it's not in the budget, or is it in your budget, make her responsible, because you're teaching her lifelong money management skills that will benefit her. Even though it doesn't seem like that, just take the money you already spent on her and give it to her and watch her. And it's going to hurt because she's probably not going to make the choices that you would make. But she's got to learn, and better for her to learn while she's under your roof than out in the real world.
As for the money in your wallet, we have a Dave Ramsey. She has a Dave Ramsey wallet, and inside that wallet there's like an accordion in there that's got tabs. So she's written, grocery, blow money, whatever. So whatever money is in that slot, that's what we know, or that's what she knows that she's taking from. So it sounds like you just have a wallet, you threw a bunch of cash in there, and you don't remember what that cash was for.
Try and keep it. We posted a video on how to make your own cash envelopes. It'd be fun for her to sit down and make those with you too. Out of cute paper, all you need is paper. I know Rachel Cruz uses the clip method. She uses just the, what are those called? Those clips that you bring home.
Binder clips.
Binder clips, and keeps all of her money together that way with a note, for what it's for. So there's lots of ways of keeping it organized. You may already have one, but I would love to see a Q&A style video about your lives, family background, when y'all got married, it's so cute, how old you were when you had your first daughter, etc. I follow different types of YouTubers, from beauty bloggers to moms, and the life Q&As are always my favorites to watch. Isn't YouTube the best? Like, I don't need TV. I have everything I could possibly want on YouTube. We will gladly do that. Subscribe to our Facebook channel and Twitter. Follow us on Twitter, because we'll probably put your questions out there and then pull some of the questions that people want to know. Just unique questions or a lot of the same question, and we'll compile it into a Q&A video. That'd be a lot of fun. Thanks for your vlogs. I've learned so much. How did you guys decide between public school versus private school for your kiddos? Did you ever consider homeschooling as an option? Also, we have a Suburban that has about $8,000 negative equity, and we're not sure what to do about it. We've tried selling privately, but no bites yet. In the meantime, I've been looking on the internet at used Odysseys because they seem great for larger families, especially with 2 rear-facing car seats and 1 forward-facing. Any advice would be great, as the husband and I can't agree on what to do about the car. We know what Dave says, but still can't agree. Thanks, Amanda and Josh. About the car, how to get out of the that's a lot of negative equity. That's $8,000. I mean, you know what needs to be done. You need to, so that you don't go further into negative equity on it. You know it needs to sell at whatever it's going to sell at, whatever it Blue Books or a little bit under, to get rid of it. Unless you guys can pay it off in a ridiculous amount of time within like a year or so.
Work some overtime or something.
Is there any way you can bring up some extra cash to get that car paid off?
On the Odyssey side, Odysseys are a fantastic van, but you need to get the right van.
They're a good van, just don't buy a 2002.
Don't buy the 2000 to the 2004, because we bought in there, ours is 2002, and those 4 years are known to have transmission problems, and I'm a maintenance freak on cars, and we've got 4 years out of ours, and this weekend the transmission started slip, and it's going to eventually go out on us here pretty quick. So, that being said, if you're not a maintenance freak like me, you don't do the maintenance all the time, get a different year. You need to get like a 2005 or newer.
Yeah. Which now they should be pretty affordable versus when we were looking for ours 4 years ago. Just do your homework.
Do your homework on the Odysseys.
We have loved our van. It
Yeah.
has been fabulous for a large family. It's going to crush me that we have to get rid of it. But
the only reason we're getting rid of it is because it only blue books out at like $3,500, $4,000, and the transmission's $4,200.
yeah.
So there's no sense putting a $4,000 transmission in a $4,000 car. So it'd be easier just to get rid of it for whatever we can get rid of it and
buy a cheap
go back
hoopie
to a $500 hoopie for the time being.
and just start slacking money away after we get our emergency fund.
3 to 6 months.
I want a Tahoe. That's my vehicle I really want, but it's going to take a couple years to save for one. Okay, I'm working on baby step 2 and planning on being debt-free in December 2015. My question is, should I have a fully funded 3 to 6 month emergency fund before saving my 20% down for a home? I am 31, single, no kids, and 1 dog. Thanks for the tough love and great channel. I have been so inspired. I'd have so much money if I only had 1 dog, no kids.
But yeah, you need to have your 3 to 6 months before you start saving for a down.
We always would recommend that because houses cost.
Because what'll happen is you'll put your down, and then the house is going to start consuming all your money, and you're not going to get to your 3 to 6 months.
It's important. Yes, those of you who own homes who have had to pay for expensive repairs can vouch for us and what we're saying. Hey guys, what a great day, Kickin Sunday. I did just wanted to update y'all on the wedding plans. Our wedding girl, our bride. We have set a date and we will be getting hitched on October 22nd, 2016. I know that is a long ways out, but I figured that it would give us plenty of time to save up the money to pay for most, if not everything.
Nice.
Do you have any advice as to where I should put the money that we are saving for the wedding? And also, do you, Christine, have any cute ideas for a fall wedding for me to try to make? Thanks again for everything you do for us. I want to get married again just so I can have a chic budget wedding in the fall.
Oh boy.
So that was the perfect question for me. Pinterest.
Savings account in the bank sounds good.
Yeah, you don't want to really make money.
You don't want to tie it. It's only
you don't want to lose money on your wedding.
Yeah, you don't want to tie it up in like a money market or something because you might want to spend some between now and then on.
You might need
whatever.
it.
Yeah.
That's right. Pinterest has wonderful ideas for weddings on a budget. I like the rustic style, so I would totally borrow somebody's barn. Use a lot of. It's beautiful here, so we have nature elements, trees and candles and mason jars, and just go with basic flowers. Dahlias are beautiful. There's lots of sunflowers in the fall. There's lots of things that you can do. Burlap seems to be one of my most favorite things in the world. And I mean, you can have a beautiful fall budget wedding on a budget shoot. You may not even have to save for 2 years. But there's lots of ideas, and I'm excited when our girls get to that stage. I don't want to rush it, but I'm excited to throw a budget wedding for them. Are you able to do another gift feature, maybe with targeted focuses? I'm really struggling with ideas. Parents, grandparents, men, women, boys, girls, extended family. If it is expected, support people such as mentors, teachers, appreciation type, etc.
I don't know what she's talking about.
Gift feature. I think are you talking about Christmas gifts? Like for these different...
That aren't your immediate family.
Targeted focuses. I think you're talking about the whole board, the whole spectrum of gifts for people. We're trying with crafts. If you guys have any budget gifts, leave a comment down below. Help this. Karen Lee is her channel name. Help her out and give her some ideas and give me some ideas too. We could always use them. We are a family of 7. My husband has always claimed 1 for exemption on taxes. My initial thought is to not loan the government any money. He has just enjoyed the surprise at tax time. When should we change our exemptions? When do we change it so we don't pay out at tax time? Love the videos and you. We love you too. This is a good question.
I guess
you don't want the government to make money on your money.
No, it all depends on where you live and whatnot. But I always when we added a kid each year, I would change it at the first.
Added a kid, such a man term.
Yeah, I would change it at
Had
the
the
first
birth
of the year.
Of a beautiful daughter.
I would change it at the first of the year. So yeah, you don't want to claim one because exactly they're taking a lot of your money and making a lot of money on your money.
We don't want the government to get any more of our money.
So maybe you said you have 7, so I think you'd be able to claim 9 because you could claim 7 yourself and head of household or something like that. So maybe start with like claiming 6 to see where that goes, or claiming 5 to see where that goes.
And just kind of play around with it. Don't do anything drastic, and then you'll figure it out, because ours is about the same every tax time. And did you say we've maxed out on our exemptions? So
yeah, I can't claim anymore, and we're still getting money back.
We do get a lot of money back, but it's because we can't claim.
I can't claim anymore because unless my income went up another $50,000, then I could claim more.
Yeah, which would be a nice problem to have.
Yeah, it would be.
Any advice, please? My husband and I are on baby step 2, working the debt snowball. But with our amount of student loan debt, we look to pay it off in 10 to 15 years. My husband has the opportunity to possibly start a new job making enough money to be debt-free in 3 years. But the catch is it's in Hong Kong. We have a 2-year-old and a 6-month-old, so we were looking for an outsider's opinion. Thanks for what y'all do. Without knowing and really sitting down with you guys and going over your pros and cons, it's hard for us to answer this question. Would you be together? Would you go together? That would be a biggie. Like, I wouldn't want it to divide our family anymore. Maybe 3 years would be a lot of fun in a different
I was going to say, it depends. I mean, there's a lot, like she said, but if it's something where you could go over there for 3 years and then you could relocate back over here, doing the same thing just through a local office over here, that'd be cool. I think I would probably do something like that.
I'm adventurous, so I'd be like, woohoo, let's go! But if it's permanently, probably not so much.
Yeah.
So lots of things sorry we couldn't help you very much we just need to have a conversation with you. I've never asked a question, but we could use the advice. We have 3 years left on paying on our car note. Our payments are $400 a month. Should we keep it till paid off or trade it in for something older and cheaper?
Oh, baby, this tough love stamp all over this one. Get rid of that car.
That's what we did.
We
had like 3 years left on our truck, and I didn't want to wait 3 years.
No.
He didn't want to wait. It stopped us from being able to make progress.
Because I don't know where you're at, but I'm just telling you, $400 a month for the next 3 years on your baby step, that could pay some stuff off.
Fast forward, or hindsight, I don't regret selling our truck at all. Like, we missed
That's like $13,500 you could put towards something else over the next 3 years.
Where we are financially was the absolute most best decision we made.
Yeah.
So, hey, thank you for answering my questions. I really appreciate the time you two are taking to help out so many others with their financial planning. What are some tricks you have learned to stop yourselves from going over your budget or from taking money out when you are trying to save it? For example, you always talk about putting money in envelopes versus putting it in your savings account. We have cut our cards and use cash for everything. However, I'm always looking for new tricks to help our family keep on track. We have told so many of our friends and family about your YouTube channel and enjoy talking about some of the ideas you've discussed. Thank you guys for always sharing us. I can't wait to purchase a Debt is Dumb shirt. I already have my envelope ready for when the prices are released.
Sweet, that's what we're talking about. Plan ahead for it.
We have a shirt available.
Yeah.
The link is down below. It's a Tough Love shirt we released this week. So go check it out and put it into your budget. And if you don't, it's okay.
But our best advice is we just take cash everywhere. So like if we're grocery shopping, you only have a certain amount of cash. You can't go over it.
Right.
And if you do go over it, you have to be like, put that back, put that back, put that back.
The trade-off method works really well for us. If you grab something, then something has to come out of the cart. So even though, and we spend every penny on our food budget on purpose before we go. So if we buy one thing extra, it's throwing off this whole spreadsheet, and that is good pressure in itself to stay on track.
20 seconds.
Good for you guys. Thank you all for your questions. What a great week. We almost got look how well we did. Look. So leave your new questions for next week down below. Subscribe and share our channel, and just thank you guys.
We love you. Thanks for asking the questions. We enjoy answering them, and we'll be back next week.
Yes.
Tough love.
Tough love.